your black cap on. All Taylor. Katie Cumming on Dainty. Luka Vodanovic and Tinkerbella. Taylor there with Amber, Matthew Hamarson, Betsy Boo, Alexis Gribich on Playboy, Morgan Edwards, Pullman, Tonto, Ava Dickens, Rocker Thoko, Bailey Singh and Shadow, Ollie Gregory, Foxtrot, Gemma Lefting, New Zealand Cup winning Kidz Kartz driver. She is aboard Pumpkin, Caitlin Barondret on Mr. Darcy, and Rough Rufus, Kiana Curry out there in the New Zealand Trotting Hall of Fame colours. It's got the big back mark here. We'll start off the 720 metres. So they line up now, and in fact they're sent on their 600 metre journey, and Tinkerbella was the fastest into stride from Amber and Betsy Boo, and in behind now is Dainty, and they're followed by Playboy. Tonto was the next, back on the inside, Rocker Thoko in the Lone Star colours, out wider to Shadow, and followed by Foxtrot, and then we go back to the long handicapped horses. They've been Mr. Darcy, Pumpkin, and Rough Rufus to be the last as the leaders turn off the back. Luka Vodanovic and Tinkerbella leads from Matthew Hamarson, Betsy Boo. Back on the inside then was Taylor Newton aboard Amber. Out wider, Alexis Gribich, and she's aboard Playboy. Looking to get into the race now was Foxtrot and Ollie Gregory in the green set of colours. Back on the inside, Dainty and Katie Cumming. They're followed then by Rocker Thoko, Ava Dickens. Out wider on the track, Shadow and Bailey Singh. And behind those, Tonto and Morgan Edwards Pullman, and they're followed then by Mr. Darcy, Caitlin Barondret. Further back in the field then to Pumpkin and Gemma Lefting. Back with that is Rough Rufus as they come for home. Tinkerbella, but on the scene quickly. Foxtrot up on the outside, goes to the lead well. Into the race comes Shadow down the outside here too for Bailey Singh. Further back in the field then was Amber. Back on the inside to Betsy Boo, and running on strongly right down the outside is Mr. Darcy. So get the wind up the nostrils in the home straight here too. And it is Foxtrot, Ollie Gregory leading away by 4 or 5, trying hard, Shadow and Bailey Singh. Mr. Darcy and Caitlin Barondret down the outside is starting to work home strongly as well, but it's going to be Foxtrot. Foxtrot will take the Hall of Fame Kidz Kartz, the first of our Kidz Kartz tonight, over Mr. Darcy. The third across was Shadow. Galloping there and beating it home will be Pumpkin. The one that galloped across the line was Tinkerbella. They were followed in then by Rough Rufus. Further back in the field then to Betsy Boo. They were followed in by Tonto. Playboy was back in the field, as too was Amber. They were followed in by Rocker Thoko, and back towards the tail end of the field, Dainty. L.J. Taylor, New Zealand Trotting Hall of Fame, Kidz Kartz, race number 1 to number 9, Foxtrot, Ollie Gregory. You see that fierce headwind in the home straight, just affecting a couple of the ponies there too. They fling the heads up in the air too as they get plenty of that breeze going straight into the nostrils. Over the 11, Mr. Darcy, Caitlin Barondret working home nicely for the Franklin Kidz Kartz. Ollie drives out of Franklin there. And Shadow Bailey Singh for the Waikato Kidz Kartz will be the third across. 9, 11, 8 in the first of our Kidz Kartz tonight. The second of the Kidz Kartz is scheduled to go after race number 4.